Have you been feeling more tired than usual, even after a full night's sleep? Maybe your legs cramp up while you're trying to rest, your hands occasionally tingle, or your muscles just don't feel as strong as they used to. If you're over 60, it's easy to assume these changes are simply part of getting older. Many people do. But what if your body is actually trying to tell you something important? One of the most overlooked nutrient deficiencies in older adults is magnesium deficiency. And the surprising part is that its warning signs often seem so ordinary that they're mistaken for stress, aging, or other health problems. Doctors say magnesium plays a role in hundreds of processes throughout your body. It helps your muscles move, supports your heart, keeps your nerves working properly, and even helps you sleep. When your magnesium levels are too low, your body can send quiet signals long before a serious problem develops. The challenge is that these signals don't always show up where you'd expect. Sometimes they appear during your evening routine. Other times they show up while you're walking the dog, shopping at the grocery store, or simply trying to enjoy time with your family. Many older adults live with these symptoms for months or even years without realizing there could be a simple explanation worth discussing with their healthcare provider. Knowing what to watch for can help you have a more informed conversation at your next doctor's appointment and make healthier choices in your everyday life. Let's take a closer look at 7 silent signs that top doctors say you should never ignore after 60. One of the biggest reasons magnesium deficiency is so easy to miss is that its symptoms don't usually appear all at once. Instead, they creep into everyday life so gradually that most people simply adjust to them. You might wake up feeling a little more tired than you used to. Your afternoon energy may disappear, even if you slept reasonably well. Maybe you tell yourself, "I'm just getting older." That's a common thought, but it's not always the whole story. Magnesium helps your body turn the food you eat into energy. It also supports healthy muscle and nerve function. When your levels begin to drop, your body has to work harder to perform everyday tasks, and you may notice subtle changes before anything seems seriously wrong. One of the earliest signs many doctors look for is frequent muscle cramps or twitching. Perhaps you've been awakened by a painful cramp in your calf during the night, or you've noticed an eyelid that keeps fluttering for no obvious reason. While these symptoms can have several causes, low magnesium is one possibility that shouldn't be overlooked. Another quiet sign is feeling unusually weak or worn out after simple activities. Imagine taking your usual walk around the neighborhood or spending an hour tending your backyard garden. If those familiar routines suddenly leave you feeling more exhausted than they used to, it's worth paying attention rather than brushing it aside. Many people are surprised to learn that magnesium also plays an important role in helping muscles relax after they contract. Without enough of it, your muscles may stay tense longer than they should, leading to stiffness, soreness, or uncomfortable tightness that seems to come out of nowhere. Here's where many people make a mistake. They reach for another cup of coffee, assume they're dehydrated, or blame poor sleep alone. Those may be part of the picture, but if these changes keep happening, it's wise to mention them to your healthcare provider. A simple conversation can help determine whether magnesium or something else is contributing to what you're experiencing. The important thing to remember is that these early signs are your body's way of asking for attention, not a reason to panic. Recognizing them early can make it easier to address the underlying cause and support your overall health as you age. Another silent sign that often surprises people is trouble getting a good night's sleep. You may climb into bed feeling tired, only to find yourself wide awake an hour later. Or perhaps you fall asleep easily, but wake up several times during the night and struggle to get comfortable again. Many people assume it's simply part of aging. While sleep patterns do change over time, magnesium may also play a role. It helps support the nervous system and contributes to muscle relaxation, which can make it easier for your body to settle down at the end of the day. Then there's something many older adults never connect to magnesium at all: tingling or numbness in the hands, feet, or fingers. These sensations can have many possible causes, including diabetes or nerve-related conditions, so they should never be ignored. But in some cases, low magnesium may also be a contributing factor because healthy nerve function depends on an adequate supply of this important mineral. Another clue can be an irregular or fluttering heartbeat. Maybe you're sitting quietly, watching your favorite TV show, when your heart suddenly feels like it's skipping a beat. That can certainly get your attention. Heart rhythm changes have many possible causes, some of them serious, so they always deserve prompt medical evaluation. Magnesium supports the electrical signals that help the heart beat normally, which is one reason doctors pay close attention to it. Here's something that catches many people off guard. Even if you eat what seems like a healthy diet, you can still have lower magnesium levels. As we get older, our bodies may absorb certain nutrients less efficiently. Some commonly prescribed medications, including certain diuretics or acid-reducing medicines, can also affect magnesium levels over time. That's why it's important to review your medications and supplements with your healthcare provider instead of trying to figure it out on your own. The good news is that paying attention to these quiet signals doesn't mean expecting the worst. It means listening to your body. Small changes that seem unrelated may actually be pieces of a larger puzzle. When you notice patterns instead of isolated symptoms, you're in a much better position to ask the right questions and take steps that support your long-term health. One of the most encouraging things about magnesium deficiency is that when it's identified correctly, there are often practical steps you can discuss with your healthcare provider. The key is not to guess, but to make informed choices based on your individual health needs. A great place to start is your dinner plate. Magnesium is found naturally in many everyday foods. Leafy greens like spinach, nuts such as almonds and cashews, seeds like pumpkin seeds, beans, whole grains, and even avocados can all help you get more of this important mineral. Small changes, like adding a handful of nuts to your afternoon snack or choosing brown rice instead of white rice, can make a difference over time. Hydration matters too. When your body is well hydrated, your muscles and nerves tend to function more effectively. If you're spending time outdoors, gardening, or taking a neighborhood walk on a warm day, remember to drink enough water throughout the day. Here's where many people make a mistake. They hear about magnesium online and immediately buy the highest dose supplement they can find. More isn't always better. Magnesium supplements come in different forms, and some are better suited for certain people than others. They can also interact with medications or cause unwanted side effects, especially in people with kidney disease or other chronic health conditions. That's why it's always a good idea to ask your healthcare provider or pharmacist before starting a new supplement. They can help determine whether you actually need one, and if so, which type and amount may be appropriate for you. It's also worth keeping a simple health journal. If you've been having muscle cramps, poor sleep, unusual fatigue, or occasional tingling, write down when these symptoms happen and what you were doing beforehand. Bringing those notes to a doctor's appointment can provide valuable clues that are easy to forget in the moment. Perhaps the most overlooked habit of all is not ignoring changes just because you've had a birthday. Growing older doesn't mean you have to accept every ache, cramp, or sleepless night as normal. Sometimes your body is simply asking for a closer look. The goal isn't to chase every symptom or worry about every little change. It's to stay curious, stay informed, and give your body the attention it deserves. Those small, thoughtful actions today can help you stay active, independent, and feeling your best for years to come. By now, you've seen that magnesium deficiency doesn't always announce itself with one dramatic symptom. More often, it whispers through your body with small changes that are easy to dismiss. Fatigue that won't go away, nighttime muscle cramps, restless sleep, tingling sensations, or muscles that just don't feel as steady as they once did. None of these signs automatically mean you're low in magnesium. Many health conditions can cause similar symptoms, which is exactly why it's so important not to self-diagnose. Instead, think of these changes as gentle reminders to check in with your healthcare provider. especially if they're new, persistent, or getting worse. The good news is that taking care of your health doesn't always require a complete lifestyle overhaul. Eating a balanced diet rich in magnesium-containing foods, staying physically active, drinking enough water, getting quality sleep, and keeping up with regular medical checkups can all support healthy aging. Remember, growing older doesn't mean losing the ability to feel strong, energetic, and independent. Your body is remarkably good at sending signals when it needs attention. The sooner you recognize those signals, the sooner you can work with your healthcare provider to find the cause and choose the right path forward. If today's video helped you recognize something you hadn't connected before, consider sharing it with a friend, spouse, sibling, or caregiver. Someone you care about may be experiencing these same quiet warning signs without realizing what they could mean. And if you enjoy simple, evidence-informed tips to help you stay healthy, active, and confident after 60, subscribe to Wise Roots Wellness and join our community. Every week, we share practical information designed to help you make informed choices for healthier aging. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. Until next time, take good care of yourself, listen to your body, and remember, small healthy choices made consistently can have a lasting impact on your well-being.